fix what I couldn't see. Eating clean, playing my part, still something breaking inside my heart. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Following every line they drew, still ended up in reverse. Five pills lined up on the sink, each one telling me what to think. Said give it time, you'll be okay, but I kept drifting further away. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Gave them everything I had, still couldn't break that curse. Then one day I just let it go, stopped chasing what I didn't know. Took one step, changed one thing, turned my back on everything. On everything. I'm Lance, yeah, this is my why. North Dakota Carnivore changed my life. Kept it simple, stripped it down, turned it all the way around. Lost the weight, cleared my mind, left that old road far behind. What I found was something true, did it myself, and so can you. I was doing everything right till I walked a different line. Now I see clear as day, this life is finally mine. This is why I do what I do. North Dakota Carnivore, seeing it through, reversed it all, yeah, I made it through. Let's stay together strong, me and you.
All right, how's everybody doing tonight? It's Thursday night, which is a little different. Normally don't do lives on Thursday nights, but I did skip one night this week already. I feel guilty not doing three of them during the week, so figured I had to do one tonight just to say hi to everybody. I just pinned to the comments here the Eagle Project Productions for the Carnivore Guide for the creators and for the viewers to check out. Go up to that at johntogetherstrong.com. It's a great site. And I got notifications for both of my live streams. So I have it on both the regular YouTube and the vertical stream. So I actually get 2 notifications. So it does come up on both of them. A little bit of the Element Lemonade Iced Tea. I think I've got 4 or 5 packets of that left, and that's all we have left. And then we're out. First one in today is Brian. Good evening, Brian. How are you doing tonight? It's great to see you in here. I did not check my ketones today, so I don't know where my ketones were at. I broke my fast this morning with, of course, that bacon and eggs again. My goodness, was that... There's something about that bacon. That bacon is just an amazing flavor. It's not like the bacon that you get at anywhere else. It really isn't. And this is absolutely fabulous. I had four hard fried or six hard fried eggs, and I probably had the equivalent of at least a pound of bacon for breakfast this morning that I ate, and I gave some to the guys at work again. That stuff is amazing. Aaron is right behind Brian. Hey, how are you doing tonight? It is a really beautiful night out right now. Our temperatures hit the lower 80s, and they're just kind of hovering there, and it's really nice. Lynn, how are you doing tonight? Great to see you here. Jeff is in the house. Tonight is a feasting night, so Jeff is eating. He's probably hit his timer just a little bit ago, is my guess. So doing an alternate day, fasting. Everybody saying hi. And there's John Together Strong. Good to see you and the crew, Brian, Aaron, and the gang. Hope the accountabilities keep everyone's locked in tonight. Me too. And that's one of the biggest things with these lives and accountability stuff. It does help to keep me accountable. I was planning on fasting from this morning through tomorrow night to my parents' celebration and their dinner. I chose not to because of that the Carnivore Companion Greek Freak seasoning. I got some Greek Freak meatballs that I had when I got home from work. My wife made these for me tonight. I threw a little feta cheese on top of them. Oh my goodness, were these absolutely amazing. If you guys haven't checked it out, Reed's Carnivore Companion shop, you need to check it out. He's got 6 seasonings now, and they are all absolutely fabulous seasonings. And so far, I haven't had any issues with any of his seasonings, which is really good. There's John's site. Check it out because it's really good. Rick, Twin Brook Acres, how you doing tonight? It's nice to see you in here. NC Cajun, how's it going? Everybody's saying hello. Angie, how are you? Surprised to see you tonight. Yeah, got a notification from John to get a strong site. So yes, it's working, and that's the whole point of that site is when YouTube does not notify you, this will notify you as long as the creators signed up for it, which is an amazing way to do it. But yeah, it was kind of a last thing. I talked about doing it yesterday. I wasn't sure if I was going to. Got home and decided, what the heck, I'm going to jump on. I'm going to do this. Uh, and I skipped my X account. They don't, you can't communicate between X and YouTube anymore apparently. So you can still watch it, but people couldn't chat back and forth. And that's what a lot of this is for, is for the back and forth chat. Now I can get with Rumble. I'm on Rumble tonight. I'm on YouTube, and I'm on Facebook again. We'll see how that goes. But it was a little bit different to get on here tonight, kind of unplanned. I won't be on tomorrow night. My parents' 50th wedding anniversary. We're having a get together and a dinner with them, so it'll be a good night. Oh, everybody's saying hi. So what's everybody doing tonight? Angie's fasting. I'm feasting. Nancy Cajun says, I got my seat right behind the wheel shortly. Yeah, that's the way it should be, right? It's hard to truck on down the road any other way. Aaron is in the house. Aaron Booby Goats, nice to see you tonight. How's it going? And Rocky really cut her hair? That's crazy. Twins. That's funny. All right. Jeff says 3 meals today, bacon and egg loaf for all three. On to the next fast. Yeah, I finished mine probably right around 6 o'clock is when I finished tonight. So I might do an OMAD tomorrow and just eat one time. That's still a decent fast. It's 24 hours. I don't mind doing that. But then when I wake up in the morning, if that bacon in the fridge is still calling my name, I might eat some more bacon. That homemade bacon is absolutely great. John said built out the Apple iPhone app today. Just waiting on Apple's review to finish. Should be up in a few days. That's awesome. I know nothing about doing apps. I know how to run some of them, but how to build one, I have no idea. 18 Wheels of Carnivore. It's great to see you in here tonight. How are you doing? How's your carnivore diet going? Yeah. You ate wings and a steak around 1. You feel good and full. Well, that's great, Aaron. So you're going to test your fasting window and see what your ketones and stuff are tomorrow? You like that? I like the carnivore shirt. Gary Noslow's got a great site. He's got some really good shirts. Angie says fasting for 31 hours so far. Will break tomorrow morning. Perfect. How are you feeling on it? No issues. You're clear headed, energized. You're not having any sluggish feelings or anything like that, right? And Jeff says, I also feel full, Aaron. Yeah, I probably had about a pound of those meatballs with the feta cheese. It was actually really good. My wife made about a pound and a half. My son and his girlfriend are going to try some. 18 Wheels of Carnivore says, I have to try some meatballs on the truck. That's the trick is cooking on the truck. Only place to get anything healthy on the road. And that's true. It's really hard to get anything healthy, especially if you're driving a truck on the road. But you got your sleeper, and a lot of people have really decent setup, so you can actually cook in there, which is really nice. Meatballs are really easy, and you can meal prep them too. You can cook meatballs and freeze them. And I'm telling you that the Carnivore Companion, the Greek Freak seasoning, is spectacular. And the meatballs with the seasoning and a little feta cheese was absolutely delicious. Aaron says, I think I fixed my 2 meal problem by eating at noon 1ish. That could be. And John's asking, when the guide pings me, do you hear the eagle scream or just a standard notification sound? Also, iPhone, Android. I use the Android on my end. Actually, I have both. So once the Apple one is out, I'll put it on my Apple phone. My phones are generally on silent. So, but when I get the notifications on my computer, it's just a ping. I don't hear an eagle roar. Or did I? I'm gonna have to think about that one. I know I've heard it before, so I might be hearing that on my phone when that happened. And I just noticed it was on my computer because I use my phone as my camera, so I had everything set up on here before I went live. That would make sense. Hey, Uncle Charlie, what's up, brother? Nice to see you in here tonight. How are you doing? Yeah, Brian, how are you feeling today? You feeling better? So you were having some issues earlier. That was yesterday, right? The North Dakota football team's playing tonight. I'm not sure. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to football. I know tomorrow night there's hockey, but we're not going to be around. Saturday night there's also hockey. We'll be around there. And on Saturday night after the hockey, the scrimmage, our NAHL team is going to be playing a NA3HL team, which is just a lower league, but the same age group for the kids. And after the game, they have a open skating to skate with the hockey players. So I know my granddaughter wants to do that. We may be doing that tomorrow night. Lynn says, have a great dinner celebration with your parents tomorrow night. Absolutely. Yep. And happy 50th to them. It's amazing. They got married in 1976. And I remember my stepdad, he wore the red, white, and blue tie. It's actually pretty cool. Uncle Charlie had 9 eggs, half a pound of bacon, and half a pound of ground beef. Or half a pound of beef. That's an amazing meal. No butter, no extra fats. And you've been doing really well on that. Rocky was inspired by me. I am a bad influence. Just ask my wife. Bacon, eggs, and some brisket. Oh, sausage waiting to unload in Denver, Colorado in the morning. That sounds really good. That sounds like a delicious meal there. Right? That's cool. Angie says, awesome, Jeff Aaron. That's funny. She's adorable either way. Her eyes are beautiful. You noticed that this morning. Yeah. She's a cutie. She's stubborn too, like her mom. And she reminds me of my grandkids. Yeah. Well, I showed you the meal I had for my anniversary dinner. I'm not sure what we're having there. It is catered, but I don't have a problem telling people that I'm fasting, so it doesn't bother me. My wife and I, we had our anniversary dinner on Tuesday night, and outside of that roll in the background, which I actually did not eat, I had the chicken wings, I had the ribs, and the smoked sausage. And as you can see, I already had one wing and I already had one rib before I even thought, oh, damn, I should take a picture of this. It looks like an amazing meal. My carb sobriety is very well worth not having anything that's going to screw me up. Aaron says, had leftovers in the fridge, meatballs, early chuck roast. Oh, yeah. An old chuck roast is really good. Let's sit in the its own au jus and then get the fat solidified around it and then just eat it cold like that. That is so good. Like a little Disney princess, right? Yeah, no troubles fasting. All is good. Absolutely. I know you're still fairly new to the fasting, and I just want to make sure that you're doing all right because try not pushing it more than what you can do, and I think you're doing really good on that too. Oh yeah, I gained weight on carnivore. From February when I was at 205 until I started my series of 72-hour fast, I gained 22 pounds. I got up to 227 pounds again, and I ate carnivore. You can gain weight. Absolutely right. In cheeses, dairy, anything like that will cause you to gain weight. You can gain weight eating too much fat also. So you are right, Uncle Charlie. You just have to be careful. And that's one of the problems that people like me have. I don't get that signal that says, hey, you're full, stop eating. I don't get that all the time. I get it once in a while. Like right now, I could have ate all those meatballs. I could have ate that whole plate of meatballs, a pound and a half of that, plus all the cheese. I could have ate that, and I could have ate more. I didn't get a signal telling me that I was full, but I know from what I had for breakfast this morning and what I've had for dinner tonight so far, I don't need to eat anymore. But I'm not full. I don't have a signal telling me, "Hey, don't eat, dummy." It's not there. Aaron says, "I guess I'll check my ketones tomorrow." I didn't think about that. You don't have to. It's like I didn't check mine today because I'm not fasting. I checked mine yesterday, and they weren't that bad yesterday. I mean, my glucose was at 96, which was a little high, and I was surprised at. But my ketones were at 1.5 yesterday. It's not bad for me. Aaron says I make meatballs all the time. Aaron, you need to look at that carnivore companion, the Greek Freak seasoning. Holy cow, is that good? That bottle is it's 11.99 for that bottle of seasoning, but it was just one tablespoon, or my wife used 1 teaspoon of seasoning and a pound of meat. So it's it's damn well worth it. And see, Cajun says sardines are my friend in the truck, and chomp. I love chomp. Our local stores around here have just started carrying chomps and the other than the beef variety. So I've had the elk, and I've had I can't remember what the other ones. There's a couple other ones that I've tried from Chomp recently that are actually really good. Yeah, Carnivore Companion is a little pricey, but for what you're getting, because you're getting a clean seasoning and you know what's in it, it's well worth it to me. Angie says my Hub's mozzarella stuffed meatballs about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, he loved them. He used the pork rind crumbles. Yeah, and an egg for binder. Absolutely. I've bought the. I can't remember what the brand is. It's already ground up pork rind panko for it, and I've made my own. Can't tell the difference between the two. So I think I'd rather buy the 2.99 bag and blend it up myself to make it rather than buying the already ground panko because it's a lot cheaper. John says that Eagle notification was a tricky one to get working. Definitely a corn maze. Oh yeah, yeah, 50 years. It's actually pretty good. They've gone through a lot together too. Brian says not feeling that good. Might have to do something about it next week. Don't wait too long, Brian. If you're not feeling good. And one of the things that I did yesterday that I was actually really proud of is I took my blood pressure. It's been quite a while since I've done my blood pressure. So finding my blood pressure yesterday at 109 or 107 over 69, it's amazing. Well, 2 years ago I was on 5 blood pressure medications, and my blood pressure was still in the 130s over the 90s. 2 years ago on 5 medications. 6 weeks into eating this way, I came off of all my blood pressure medications, and this is my blood pressure now: 107 over 69. Yeah, I'm proud of that. Because I remembered I took my blood pressure and I remembered to take the picture of it. That's what I'm most proud of. I actually got the picture. Usually I take it and I just kind of chuckle and I put the blood pressure cuff away. And then this one, sometimes I'll keep it in memory, sometimes it won't. You're going to Potato Creek next year. I might be a keynote speaker. They announced that you're a keynote speaker. I just might. No, I just know that I had about a pound of ground beef, and I know for an evening meal that's great plenty for me. I don't need any more than that. But I didn't get the signal telling me I was full. It's like I had that happen to me with a ribeye and shrimp one night, where it was a beautiful 16-ounce ribeye, 16 pieces of shrimp, and I got about halfway through it, took a bite of my steak, and there was absolutely no flavor to it. It completely changed on the next bite. And I'm like, that's not right. And I took a piece of the shrimp, which has the carnivore companion gator bite on it, and it's got a little bite to it. Nothing. It was absolutely flavorless. It was like eating a piece of cardboard. I'm like, okay, this must be the leptin signal telling me that I've had enough to eat, and I stopped eating. I don't ever get that. Let's see. Jeff says NC Cajun Palo Valley meat sticks might be a better deal than Chomps. 30 sticks for $36. That's actually not bad. Uncle Charlie, Aaron says, let's not jump the gun. We need to get you on a live on panel. Oh, that solidified fat on top of the juice. Candy. It's got that salty flavor to it and all the yum. Was it fat or muscle? Was what fat or muscle? Aaron says, I gained 20 pounds on carnivore by drinking fatty coffee. So beware. Oh, what I gained? I don't know. I I'm not gonna say it was fat because my clothes still fit the same when I gained that weight. So I was my body was transitioning. I lost fat, gained some muscle, and I didn't, kind of evened out. But I did. I gained 22 pounds, and I've since lost that again, and I'm up 5 pounds since. Well, I haven't weighed myself this week, other than what day was it? Sunday. Still at 210. So, and I'm good sitting at that weight for right now. Oh, absolutely, Angie. It's what we're here for. It's what this whole community is about: is making sure everybody's doing good with what we're doing. Thank goodness you don't have heavy cream. I do have my buttery coffee from time to time, but never a whole stick of butter. That's too much. I like the brown butter bites myself. I think those are amazing, and especially when you get them nice and dark. Oh, that has such a wonderful taste. Aaron says I did egg yolks and butter. Ooh, you whip the egg yolks, right? No cream. Tastes like ice cream. You had to stop. Yeah, I can imagine that would be a big issue right there. That's a good problem, Aaron. I'm allergic to eggs, but my dad loves an egg yolk in his espresso. Now, I've heard people who have allergies to eggs having that go away on carnivore after being on it for like a year or more, that allergy going away. Have you heard anybody do that? And how bad is your allergy to the egg? Is it like anaphylactic shock bad, or just checking? John says, Aaron, yes, that'll happen. Taking more energy than you burn and you store it as fat. Doesn't matter what you eat. I've got videos on this one. Yes, he does. You really got to listen to John's music and listen to the words that are in there. I've listened to all the songs multiple times just to catch up with the meanings that he's putting into it because they're so in depth, right? That blood pressure is amazing. John says 18 Wheels of Carnivore, welcome aboard, brother. Glad to have another driver in the family. Keep it locked down out there on the road. Together strong. Yes, sir. Uncle Charlie says I have my Snickers coffee creamer from time to time. And Aaron says I may do a challenge in September, no more than 3 ounces of cheese a day. Ooh. You eat that much cheese in a day? That's a lot of cheese, Aaron. I'll go weeks without eating cheese. And then there are days or weeks that I eat a whole bunch of cheese too. It all depends upon the cheese that my wife picks up, or what it is, and all that. Sometimes I really enjoy a good slice of cheese. And who was it that had that? I think it was Teresa that had the was it Tillamook aged cheese, the aged cheddar. I actually found that and I bought that shortly after she posted that picture with Larry on Carnivore Quest. And I tried that. Man, was that good. The I don't know if it was the extra aged cheddar cheese. It was really good. Angie says last time I tried an egg, I got a bad rash hives all over the face and down my throat. It also makes me super bloated and you feel terrible. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe not the best thing to do then, huh? Aaron says I eat a silly amount of cheese. And he says some days I don't eat any, some days I eat a whole block. Yeah, Tillamook is good cheese. And you rarely eat cheese. I do like, well, that dry aged one was really good. There was a Tillamook cheese that we got when I first started doing carnivore. I wasn't really too excited about it, but that dry aged one was actually really good. Angie says, I love cheese, but I am super cautious with it now. Yeah, because it can stall you and it can help you gain weight too. Uncle Charlie says, Aaron, if you cut out the cheese, you'll lose 10 to 15 pounds in 2 months without it. Yeah, it's a good possibility. I don't know if Aaron has that much more to lose though. He's already getting really skinny. John says, just got back from the dangerous chore of feeding the cats. They attack my ankles every time. They are apex predators, Uncle Charlie, so you got to be careful with them. Aaron says, I love the fancy cheeses from Aldi. Dry aged is great. Yeah. Brian says, Charlie, can you imagine how much you would lose if you would cut out the Snickers? Right? I think he only uses it once in a while. 18 Wheels of Carnivore says, I have seen chomps at Casey's fuel stops. Yeah. Chomps aren't that bad. I do like chomps. Cottage cheese flatbread made this going to be very versatile. The cottage cheese flatbread really is versatile. I like that. I've done that before and season it before you cook it also because you can put some really nice seasoning into it, not just plain cottage cheese. And I've also done the crispy cottage cheese bites where you just take the cottage cheese and plop it down on the cookie sheet with parchment paper and then bake it. It makes like a chip. That's actually pretty good too. You can season those. Everything bagel seasoning on that. It's really good. Uncle Charlie, just eat eggs, beef, bacon, no butter, no cheese, no yogurt, no sour cream, no sourdough bread. What? And the weight will come off. Sourdough bread. You had to throw that one in there, didn't you? How about the Ezekiel bread? I've heard a lot of people talking about the Ezekiel bread recently, saying that it's good for you and stuff because it's a sprouted grain before it's milled. Jeff says cottage cheese flatbread. Yeah, it's popping these up twice for some of them. Gain fat, not weight. Yeah. Aaron says I want to tone down still. Way too much extra skin, and that takes a long time for some of that to go away. I know I got some chunks here on me. I still want to get down to, and Brian spitting the truth. I don't think Brian knows how to do anything but spit the truth right now. Charlie says, I am 170 pounds right now, and he was at 325. So you're good. Right? Angie says, Aaron, you look great. You're building muscle, and that will help. And it will. And Aaron's doing the fasting too, which will help with the autophagy, and over time will help the loose skin. Aaron has to make sure he watches his overall fat. That's part of the weight loss surgery that he had. Grain even worse. No bread is good for not even homemade. Correct. There's really not a good grain to use for anything out there. You joined the Together Strong group. You have to figure it out. It's actually pretty easy. And once you get in there, and you go to the guide, you can select the creators that you want to get notified from. It works really great to do that. So let me see here. The guide. Let's see. Yeah, there's a button here that says to follow channels. See, Captain Carnivore has joined since the last time I looked at this. 18 Rules of Carnivore. Awesome. Keto Simple. Awesome. And see, Keto Simple does a double one on here too. Awesome. So I guess I could actually put this on the screen so people could see what it is I just did. And let me see, share screen. Eagle Project. Share. Add to the stage. Get me off the stage because I don't need to be on there for this part. What the heck? I don't like the way it's doing that. Oh well. So, because it cropped out the header. So what I did is on the guide here, I went to the guide and it scrolled down here, and then I went to follow channels. And on this side over here, it lists the channels that are available. And you click on following, and then you'll get notified whenever new videos come out for those creators. So, I mean, everybody on here I follow. Target Prime Rib, Thomas, Robin Heron. She has a great channel. Gary Nosolo, this North Dakota guy. Meeting Wellness, Christy, Lions Down Work Podcast. Keto Simple's on here twice. Keto Rockstars, Rockin' Coach Amy, John Together Strong, Ivy, Coach Juliet Edens, Cindy Demench, Carnivore Uncut, Carnivore Muscle, okay, Jonathan, Carnivore Teacher Alpha, Captain Carnivore, Booby Goats, Bacon Runner, Aaron the Carnivore guy, and 18 Wheels of Carnivore. So all you gotta do is click on it to follow him, and then it shows up here. And then you get the guide here that shows when people are on. So Carnivore Teacher Alpha. You've got my show on here, John Together Strong. But it'll show you when you're on, and then you'll get notifications when people go live. It's actually pretty cool. So if you haven't done it, go to John Together Strong. The link is in the chat here. Go to that website. Sign up if you're a creator. If you're not a creator and you want to watch the content, click that follow button and click on the creators that you want to follow so you get notified when they go live or they put new videos up. It's something that YouTube is supposed to be doing for people, and they don't. Yeah, John was 369 pounds, and now he's down to 190. Angie says I made sourdough bread for my family with ancient grains better than the plastic crap you have in the store. I do not eat it. I enjoy making bread. It's a stress reliever. And it is. Baking for people is and can be a great stress reliever. I love to cook. I love to bake. That's why I can fast and make food for my family. It doesn't bother me. I don't think I could have done it before I was carnivore, but I can now. Not even the surgery. I just have to cut back on extra fat. Cheese is the last thing holding me back, probably. And it's a good possibility. Because cheese, anything dairy has the one purpose, and that's to make whatever's eating it fat. And that's just the way it goes. Uncle Charlie says, I like when people buy protein pasta and protein cereal. It is different, isn't it? And look, Carnivore Teacher Alpha, John Together Strong's guide. Absolutely. It works. Thomas, Target Prime Ribs in the house. How you doing, Thomas? It's great to see you in here tonight. Angie says, I have lost 48 pounds now in 5 months and feel great without meds. I'll continue baking for others that choose to consume it. That is amazing. Congratulations on the weight loss and the medications lost. That is the true blessing in itself. Breaking away from all the extra stuff that you don't need. D's in the house. D, how are you doing? How'd you miss this? Well, did you go to John Together Strong and sign up and then click on the creators that you want notifications from? It works. Link is in the chat. It's pinned down there. Everybody saying hello to Thomas. And Thomas, who do you have on this weekend, Thomas? On Saturday? I know you've got your interview that you normally do on Saturdays. John says we keep the chats going 24/7 over at John Together Strong. 3 rooms so far, more on the way, plus game rooms and a bunch more coming. Always folks talking. Always folks around to talk. Yeah. Everybody saying hi to Thomas still. Hey, you saw my short video. Arms are looking solid. Appreciate it. I look at my weights right across the way here all the time in the bench, and I think to myself, I need to get up there and start doing this stuff. And he says, John, that's awesome journey. Congratulations on the weight loss. John's had a really big journey. And it's not just the weight loss for John. He has gone through so much for himself. His story is in there on his videos. He had a 5X bypass that he survived. So he's had some tremendous healing going on. A great testament to what this way of eating can do. And he says, cheese stalls me out, and I'm going through that right now. Right? Angie says, I look like a smoker grill. I love smoking meat. It is so nice. We got our company I work for is doing a end of summer picnic in about a week, and I know they're supposed to be picking me up a couple of briskets so I can smoke a couple of brisket. I'm gonna pick up some maybe back ribs. I'm gonna smoke some ribs too. I was thinking about grabbing like 9 racks of ribs to bring to the cookout, and I love baby back ribs. Uncle Charlie says prime rib, Papa Carnivore. It's messed up per se. I don't want to change my vote. Let's see if he tells. I don't know what you're talking about. But hey, let's all be nice. D. Thomas Angie. Thanks so much, Brian, for all your support and motivation. You get a lot of that from this community. Brian gives a lot of support to a lot of people. Oh, your interview canceled. It's not nice. Are you going to do a roundtable this weekend then? I think that'd be interesting. Babe Doll in Oklahoma, how are you doing tonight? It's great to see you here. John says, oh, I forgot to mention, I just added a WhatsApp group on the site too. Awesome. What the heck did I do? Oh, okay. I had my wrong area set in here. Sorry. Well, I took down the website for sharing that. It stayed on the screen where I was hidden. It's not a bad thing though, right? Yeah, that screen's over there. Yeah, I was a ghost, just hiding. I like Casper. I am very transparent. That's funny. Oh, I think I'm getting tired because that's funny and funnier than it should have been. So awesome. Yeah, I'm back. And Babe says hopefully she'll get down below 200 soon. Just let it happen naturally. Don't try to force it. Don't try to push it. Hey, Blaine, great to see you tonight. Yeah, I was just, hiding just a little bit there. So now, Blaine, you haven't seen me in a long time, so you haven't seen what I've been through in the last couple of years, have you? Let me show you what I was going through. This was me just the last couple of years, Blaine. The top right here, when I was on the scooter, that's at the state fair. I couldn't walk, so my wife got me the scooter because I could walk for about half an hour. Then I'd have to sit and rest for half an hour before I could walk again for just a few minutes. But I was really big. I mean, that belly right there on the left, that was over 60 inches round. I couldn't get a fitness tape measure around my belly. It just wouldn't work. So it was probably 66, 68 inches altogether. Picture on the right, after 1 year of eating a carnivore diet. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And I went from looking like this looking like this guy to looking like that. These two pictures are 2 years apart. This was in I think it was April of 2024. And this is April of 2026. And I did it by eating simple foods like a ribeye. This one here was actually really amazing. This is over a 2 pound ribeye that I had for a special celebration. But beef, butter, bacon, and eggs all in one bowl. Ground beef patties and shrimp. Meatballs. Meatballs with a seasoning on it that is absolutely fabulous. That's what that one there is. That is delicious. But I also had stuff like salmon and just steak bites. One of my all-time favorites right here is brisket. This was Christmas brisket, and that's what I eat. I eat beef, butter, bacon, eggs, salmon, steak, and shrimp. Eggs and bacon. Where'd they go? Not that either. I thought I had wings in here. I guess I didn't have my chicken wings. Not in this one, but I started doing this here because I was taking 5 blood pressure medications to try to get my blood pressure under control, and it was out of control. When I was taking 5 pills every day, my blood pressure was still in the 130s over the 90s, still considered high, and I could not get it under control. My diet consisted of a lot of this right here: beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, and to start with, a lot of steak. Where'd it go? Actually, more like this one: a lot of steak and shrimp. So, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, steak and shrimp, ground beef patties and shrimp. In the first 6 weeks, I came off of my blood pressure medications, all of them. My blood pressure yesterday, 109 or 107 over 69. Tremendous. Before I went on blood pressure medications, my blood pressure was like 220 over 110. And that was, the lower end of a lot of it. So it's this way of eating has tremendous healing benefits to a lot of people. A lot of the people that are in the chat right now have had tremendous healing by eating this way. John says the hardest part about my journey wasn't losing the weight, it was keeping it off and getting to that maintenance weight. Okay, Burger, I have no idea how to pronounce your name on this one here, but hello, how are you? It's great to see you here. But I just wanted to talk to Blaine there real quick, because Blaine's a relative and he hasn't seen me in a long time. And I was 347 pounds and I'm gotten down to 205. I lost 142 pounds. Made a tremendous difference in my life. Cut out the cheese and you'll be under 200 pounds, right? That's what I really got to do. Thanks, D. I appreciate it. It's a testimony to what this way of eating can do, because there's so much benefit to it. Yes, sir. We got it. Burger. That breakfast bowl is calling my name. Yeah, D. I love those. They're not breakfast bowls. Those are power bowls, and they're good at any time. Yeah, I generally would throw in a little extra butter into those, just because sour cream, amazing on that. Angie says, I can understand that, John. Together strong. This is my second weight loss journey. Yeah. Aaron says, D, for the longest time, I thought your profile picture was a cat with a white cowboy hat. It's a crab? What? Really? Awesome. Uncle Charlie proud of me. I appreciate Uncle Charlie. That's great. Oh, I have a new picture I want to see. I gotta see if it saved on my phone. Oh my goodness, it's not in here. Oh, this is really disappointing. I'm gonna have to email it to myself so I can get this picture. My daughter found a picture of me, and I am really, really huge. It's actually one of the better pictures that shows how big I really was. And for whatever reason, when she sent it to me, I can't get it to come up on stuff. It is an amazing change. I mean, it, this picture here, going from this, where I'm about 335, 340 pounds right there, to this picture where I'm 205. This was huge. My wife and I went to a Minnesota Wild game. I'm a Golden Knights fan, so Golden Knights were playing the Wild. This jersey that I'm wearing right now, that's a 3XL, and it was tight on me. And that was in 2024 in March. This picture is in February of 2026. That's a large jersey, and it's loose hanging on me. It's such a huge, huge difference. Oh, and Uncle Charlie says, no cheese. I can train anyone. Eat beef, beef, bacon, eggs, no butter, enough fat, 75-25. Beef, bacon, done fat. Weight will fall off. Absolutely. Midwest stolen valor? Hey, I appreciate it. Guess what? You just won a timeout. Because I can do that. I don't care. John said I really need to start a group for folks stuck in a stall. The metabolic side, insulin resistance, hepatic insulin resistance, high cortisol from stress. That was my biggest battle. The cortisol from stress is tremendous. The insulin resistance can be fairly easy to get out of, but that cortisol is really tough. I appreciate that, Brian. I like the new name too. Uncle Charlie says I will be bringing beef, bacon, eggs to family houses during the holidays, just like I did last year. And that's a good way to do it. Eating OMAD is better than water fasting for 30 days. Research has said eating OMAD for 30 days has its benefits. Yeah, it really does. But there's also different things, depending upon how long your fast is. You have different metabolic resets that happen throughout a fast. So a 24-hour fast and a 36-hour fast have different metabolic resets. 48 hours gets you another one. 60 hours, 72 hours. They all have different things that happen with them. And you might not get the same benefit with just a 24-hour OMAD type of a fast. So, yes, OMAD has its benefits, but it also has its drawbacks. The regular fasting also has some tremendous benefits. Oh, Dee says that she can see the cat. I see the cat too. Sorry, that's what I thought it was. You laugh when people say, "Oh my God, I just fasted for 24 hours. It was tough." I do it every day, right? Babe Bell's on OMAD now. That's actually really good. It's nice to do that. Everybody gets trolls, and you just got to put them in timeout. Yeah, Brian, it's crazy to be able to buy shirts right off the rack. And I ordered this shirt, and when I ordered this shirt, it was after I got this order and it was on its way that it came out that these shirts are like smaller. You need to order a size bigger. So I was concerned because this is just a large, and it fits great. Yeah, some people are. You get used to it on here. You just got to make sure that you put them in timeout, or you can straight up ban them right away. Have phones in prison, I guess, right? I went to a wedding and had to get a dress shirt. The best fitting shirt was a slim fit. First time in my life. That is amazing, Carnivore Wayne. Congratulations. That is one of the best non-scale victories that a person can have, is doing something like that. That is truly amazing. Okay, we get that you like burgers. As you said, Aaron, there's a big fluffy cloud outside my window. Now I'm thinking about how much those clouds weigh. So heavy. uh, Brian says, D, that's what I thought too. Well, it's been just an hour, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everybody coming in. Blaine, for you, I do this also on Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Central. It's just an accountability for anybody and everybody. Um, my diet and lifestyle is carnivore. I eat just meat, animal byproducts, beef, butter, bacon, eggs is a staple. Um, and it's a great way to be. But anybody else, whether they're on a standard American diet, whether they're doing a standard American diet fasting, vegan, vegetarian, I don't care. Anybody that needs assistance in improving their life through nutrition, that's what these are all for. That's what this is for. Learning how to help people. And it's an amazing thing to do. If anybody out there is thinking about doing the Kilts Carnivore coaching class, it's only $99 to do this class. It's a 12-week class, or 12, there's 12 lessons in it. 1 a week is what it was to begin with. But you can do them as quick or as short as you want to, It's well worth it. I'd recommend doing it. Aaron says, must be new psychology test. If that's a cat or not, right? You never notice until Aaron said something. Now that's all you see. Brian says, I need to learn about the ban button. It's really simple. You have on your StreamYard, or even on the YouTube channel, I have my channel open. There's the 3 dots on the side. You just right click on that. Actually, you just click on it, the 3 dots, and it brings you up delete comment, put user in timeout, or ban user and delete comments. And that's from StreamYard. But when you do it on the YouTube channel, it gives you channel activity, go to channel, replace in message, report, remove, put user in timeout, hide user on this channel, or you can add people as a moderator. So if I want to make you a moderator on this, that'd be how you do it on that. OMAD is a solid tool, but you don't reach deep ketosis or real autophagy until you go longer. Short's a light touch. An extended fast is a deep clean. That is correct. And then you don't get the mitophagy, which is the recycling of the mitochondria on an OMAD schedule or 24 hours. You need that extended fasting to get to the mitophagy, not just the autophagy, because you have damaged mitochondria, the power cells of your body. Got to get those replaced too. But again, everybody has their own road to go. So we have to find what works best for us. What works best for me isn't going to work best for everybody. And with that, and Carnivore Wayne, you think a longer fast may help? There's only one way to find out, and that's to actually try it. With that, I'm going to say, have a great night. See you guys Saturday morning. Saturday, I almost forgot, I am going to be on with Meeting Wellness, doing a live interview at 9 a.m. Central. So stay tuned for that. And then at 10 a.m., I'll be doing my regular live. So I should be getting that thumbnail and stuff from her here shortly. I have to send her a picture. I forgot. I'll get that to you, Christy. Thank you. You all have a great night, and we'll see you in the chats.
Fix what I couldn't see. Eating clean, playing my part. Still something breaking inside my heart. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Following every line they drew, still ended up in reverse. Five pills lined up on the sink, one telling me what to think. Said give it time, you'll be okay. But I kept drifting further away. I was doing everything right, and everything kept getting worse. Gave them everything I had, still couldn't break that curse. Then one day I just let it go. Stopped chasing what I didn't know. Took one step, changed one thing, turned my back on everything. This is my why. North Dakota Carnivore changed my life. Kept it simple, stripped it down, turned it all the way around. Lost the weight, cleared my mind, left that